Oh wait, I can't hear you. I'm listening to music. But tell me how you are. I can't hear you. I'm listening to music. Can you talk a little louder? How are you? What? Maybe I should take these off. It was such a good song. Amanda here. I love listening to music, but when I'm focused on listening to music, I get really into the lyrics and the beat, and I can feel the song deep in my soul. Maybe you have felt like that before. And that's what we're going to learn about today, listening. We're going to talk about active listening. On Monday, we learned that when problems arise in our family, we need to stop, drop, and breathe. And on Tuesday, Paige talked to us about how we can spot the problem as well as our feelings. But today is going to be all about listening. It's really hard to listen if we're not focused on the person who's talking to us, right? If you're listening to music with your headphones on, it's going to be hard to hear your sibling or a parent or a friend. So today we're going to learn about how we can actively listen. So my friend Linda is going to share with us some tips and tools on how we can actively listen and a little fun challenge for you. So I hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
I was on a Zoom meeting with my grandkids, and Elizabeth had just gotten back from her very first day at Kung Fu camp. She was so excited to share what happened with her big brother, Griffin. Let's listen in.
Hey, Griffin, I want to talk to you. Okay? I did great on... Griffin, I'm trying to talk to you! Okay. I did great on... Did you know you could get 1,000 magic cups if you just eat a cherry? If you catch a bear and...
Whoa, let's stop there. Why do you think Elizabeth was so upset? Did you notice what happened when Elizabeth tried to tell her story? Well, we're going to go see if we can help Griffin and Elizabeth. And while we're learning together, we'll play a little game of Guess My Word. I'll share a tip and give you one letter at a time, and you see if you can guess the secret word. I wonder how many letters it will take before you guess it. You know, I bet you noticed that Griffin first was jumping around while Elizabeth was talking, and then when she asked him to listen, he said okay, and he interrupted her. No wonder she was upset. Let's see how Elizabeth and Griffin can use their talking stick, like the one you made today, to help them learn how to talk so that each person feels heard.
Hey, I want to talk to you a minute about Kung Fu. Here, I have your talking stick. Then give it back.
Did you notice how they decided to take turns? That's our very first letter, T. And T stands for taking turns. The talking stick is one way we can remember to take turns.
I did great on the push-ups. Yay! And I'm practicing hitting the bags with a nunchuck, right? Yeah, yay, okay.
Griffin just showed us the next letter, L. L is for lean in and look at the person. Remember how Griffin was jumping around before and interrupting Elizabeth? Did you see that now he's looking at her and leaning in? And I also heard him show us the next letter, E. E stands for expect to learn. Griffin's really paying attention to what Elizabeth is saying, and he really wants to hear about Elizabeth's experience. Let's go back and listen some more.
With a black one and shiny. Okay, I'm done. Okay, you said that you did great on push-ups and you hit beanbags with nunchucks and they were black and had shiny on it. No, it was a little bit shiny and gold. A little shiny. It was a black one. Ooh, a shiny gold black.
Did you see what Griffin did? He didn't just start talking and telling his own story. He gives us our next letter, S. S stands for say it back. Did you hear Griffin repeat back what Elizabeth said? Saying it back means you tell them what you heard, and this shows that you really care about what was said. And did you see what Elizabeth did? She nodded her head to show that he had heard her correctly. And that's our next letter, N. N stands for nod your head. This shows that you care about what's being said and that you're paying attention. Did you also notice that Elizabeth fixes what wasn't exactly correct and then adds some more detail? Let's watch as Elizabeth gives us our very last letter.
I have a story that's exciting. So one time I was at Peace Camp. What's a Peace Camp? The church camp. Oh. Something short for it. And then I mainly played dodgeball.
I need to teach you a big word to explain our last letter, I. I stands for inquire, which is a fancy word for asking questions. Elizabeth didn't know what Peace Camp was, so she asked Griffin. Asking questions shows that you really care about understanding what the other person is sharing. All right, how are you doing with our game? Have you figured out our secret word of the day? Let's look at all of the letters and see if you can guess the magic word. Did anyone figure out the word? If you didn't, watch as the word unscrambles. Now do you know what the word is? Yes, it's listen. You've just learned how to really listen to another person by leaning in, asking questions, saying back what you heard, expecting to learn, and nodding your head. And I bet when you try some of these things, you'll enjoy your conversations even more. So today or tonight, try these out with your family. Take your talking stick and practice taking turns. I'll bet you'll love listening and hearing and learning from each other.
Hey everyone, it's me Amanda again with today's craft. So today we're making a talking stick. But what is a talking stick exactly? Well, it's this really cool and useful tool that we can use in our homes to take turns with talking and actively listening. So if a problem arises in your home and you need to talk through how you're feeling, what the problem is, and possible solutions, you can take turns with talking by whoever is holding the talking stick. So if you're holding onto it, you're the one talking. And if someone else is holding it, then you're the one listening, actively listening. So what you're gonna need today is just a few things. You'll need your stick that came in your supply box. And if you didn't get a supply box, that's okay. You can just use anything. You can use a popsicle stick. You could even cut out a piece of construction paper or cardboard, or get really creative. You could go outside and go on a little scavenger hunt and look for a twig or a branch in your front yard, your backyard, or on a neighborhood walk. So there's a lot of ways you can get a talking stick to start with. So you're going to take your stick and you're going to decide what you want to do with it. You get to use your creativity. I painted mine. If you want to paint, you're going to need some paint and a paintbrush. But you don't have to paint it. You can use crayons or markers to color on it. What I did is after I painted it and let it dry, I wrote some words on my talking stick that would help me remember to listen. So I wrote peace, listen, love. And after I was done writing on it, I decided, I wanted to add a little bit more flair. So inside your supply box, you'll have some wire or some string and yarn and some beads. And so what you can do is string together some beads. You could actually wrap, if you wanted to, wrap string or yarn or wire all around your craft stick to make it however you want it to look. You can get really creative. And then just to add some flair at the top, I added a feather. So that's my talking stick. I hope that yours represents you. And so I would love to see your talking stick inside of our Facebook group. So have your parents go ahead and take a picture of it and post it in there. And I just challenge you today to try to use your talking stick after you finish it. Doesn't have to be when a problem arises. You can also just practice it by holding it and telling someone about your day, and then giving it to them and letting them tell you about their day, and really taking time to actively listen to what they're saying. All right, I hope you guys had fun. Bye.
Keep juggling your feelings. Keep juggling your feelings. Keep juggling your feelings until you figure them out. Toss up a feeling of sadness, add in some happy, calm and amused. Lonely, nervous and worried, too many feelings can make you confused. Cheerful, painful and hopeful, jealous, embarrassed and shy. Throw in some angry, cranky and moody. So how's your feeling? Give it a try. Keep juggling your feelings. Keep juggling your feelings. Keep juggling your feelings until you figure them out. Keep juggling your feelings. Keep juggling your feelings. Keep juggling your feelings until you figure them out. Yeah.